Hey twin, thanks for clicking on this message. I know that the guides brought you here because you felt that shift. You felt the point at which you aligned with the most wonderful timeline that you've ever experienced before. And it was about maybe around 10 p.m. I would say. It was definitely before 11 p.m. when I was on the couch receiving Reiki, and it just it felt as if everything just went left, it just went boop, boop, like that. And I was just locked on the couch. I could not get up. And it's just so cool because with all that's going on right now, I mean, I've seen shifts before where when I spoke a boundary, the person in front of me almost faded into static, like they turned to static and they almost faded out. But I was like, oh, okay, I see now. And I said, you know what, it's okay. They can come back because they couldn't sustain the shift without me. And at the time, I felt that if I allowed them to fade out, it would... I wasn't even ready for that big of a shift. And, perhaps the reason why I allowed them to come back is why things have come to this point where they're at. But honestly, I know that everything's working out perfectly for us because we live in a friendly universe that always has our back. So everything happens the way that it's supposed to happen. When it happens, that's the way it's supposed to happen. And a lot of times we just can't perceive I need to get a gimbal, my bad. We just can't perceive how it's benefiting us in the moment. I know there's a lot of heavy, there's a lot of heaviness. But with the fire horse, it's gonna bring it all up. Oh, cool, thanks, universe. I just saw something, an affirmation of something right now. But, oh, my bag keeps falling. So yeah, there's just, the fire horse is bringing this immense energy. And yes, happy Lunar New Year. Today is February 17th. And the fire horse is bringing all of this blazing passion, this blazing creativity, this blazing chaos to burn away all the old shit, the outdated, misaligned, non-serving aspects that have thrived for so long. I do believe Neptune and Saturn are in Aries now. So it's just going to be like Aries is the child of the zodiac. So just to remain curious, remain as though you're barely born. And today is also Mardi Gras, so I forgot what they say for that, but if you celebrate, do enjoy, because tomorrow is Ash Wednesday. And you know, I don't align with religions, but I do recognize what other people believe in, what other people practice. Because if you just stick your head in the sand about everything, you're gonna miss so much. And another big change that's happening for all of us is the fact that we are phasing out pennies in the US. And something that came to me this morning was that something that was once so common is now becoming rare, is now becoming dissolved almost. And I went to a topic last week to help my son get some stuff for his Valentine, and I was paying cash, and they rounded they're rounding the amounts up and down if you're paying cash. So it's like essentially money isn't real. That's what it's saying, is that money, the physical representation of money, is not real, because nothing would exist without you. So you are the source of money. You are the source of prosperity. You are the source of abundance. And we're just having evidence more and more of it each day. I do believe Bitcoin is failing, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, I never got into crypto because crypto was created for nefarious peoples. And I'm not a nefarious person. So, you know, I mean, I'm bad. I'm definitely bad. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not evil. To some I might be, but those are folks that just don't matter. Okay, so as I was saying, yeah, like, you literally are the money. That's the biggest illusion of it all, twin, is that nothing would exist. You are the creator. You are the source of everything. You're all that there is and all that there ever will be. So without you, nothing can thrive. Nothing can survive. It's just so cool, because I know that with all these huge shifts that are happening right now, it's merely reflecting how each of us are in the perfect alignment with everything that we want, with everything that we see for ourselves. So I just wanted to, oh yeah, and then like this morning, so the hummingbirds by my house have been there's just this one that keeps fighting off all the other hummingbirds. And the crows called me out this morning to put some peanuts, and they were all on the lawn. It was so cute. And then I put the peanuts out for them. And you know, they fly off, as crows do. That's what they're supposed to do. opened the door quietly. Hi, Slug. I opened the door quietly to, there's another one. Hey, and another. Oh my gosh, yes. Last night when I was walking, there was just a swamp of worms on the sidewalk. And I was just like, what was that cartoon where he's like trying to not step on things? That's so funny. But that's how I felt last night with all the worms. But yeah, so what was I saying? Oh dang, oh, the hummingbirds. Okay, thank you, universe. So then, oh, and the crows. And I opened the door slightly to look outside, see if the crows came back, but I didn't see them. So then I went in the bathroom to just finish getting ready for today. And I heard some crows by my window, by my bathroom window, cracking open their peanuts. So I was like, oh, thank you. You're welcome. Enjoy your snack. But then as I was leaving, the hummingbird, when I was going back in the house, the hummingbird was fighting off other hummingbirds, and then it was sitting there on my wind chime. So I started talking to him, and I was like, hey, like there's 8 feeders here. You can share, like, cool to be kind and share. I know that he's fighting off birds from other flocks because some would come around and he would allow them to feed. But then once, like when he was feeding, they'd come and feed, and then he'd notice and he'd be like, hey, and he'd tell them to back up. So, definitely the alpha. But I was telling him, I was like, I gotta share. So then I looked at the feeders and I noticed they need to be clean. So I took them down, and then I'm just gonna fill them halfway this time, because seeing as how one of them is not allowing the others to eat as much, like they're starting to mold inside, and I don't want them to get sick. That's the whole thing about when you put food out for animals. You really have to follow through and make sure that it doesn't spoil or that they eat it all, because your intention to do something good can turn into something bad. So it's just mindfulness, discernment. Good morning, Bubby. Hello. And then just having fun. So I'm gonna go get some coffee, and I'll see you soon, fun. Have a beautiful day. I love you.